All right guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is part 2 of the Killer CT build. I got my buddy Mike over there. He's sitting back by the fire because it's fall in Ohio and it's kind of cold and crappy outside. And we're stuck in the garage working on bikes. Not necessarily a bad thing to do. So today our goal is we're gonna try to get the front end swapped out. We're gonna put the new forks on it and get some of the wiring and stuff pulled out. And we'll see how it goes. If we get further, cool. If not, we'll get that done. So let's get into it. Killer CT build part 2 starts now. All right, we're gonna disassemble stuff. We're gonna start at the top, remove all the stuff, remove the bars, and then remove the forks, and then try to replace it. So, you ready?
Let's go.
Let's do it. All right, I took the block away here. Just go for it.
Okay, are we fully locked out now?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let's go. You gotta give it a little snap.
It needs a little pop.
Yeah, if you don't, if you just keep pulling on it, you know how it is.
I get you. All right, that could have gone smoother, but it's out. We're gonna go ahead and clean up all the pieces, make sure we're not losing anything, so in case we wanna use them for another bike or something like that, we got them. But all right, step 1 done. All right, so we prepped the front fork, we started getting things ready to put it in. These forks come with an extra little thing that goes around the bearings. It's like an extra bearing race. We weren't sure if you needed it or not, ends up you don't. So I guess if your bearing races are messed up or something, they give you these that you can put down on top of the head and then the bearings fit inside of it. We don't need them, but it did take us a minute to figure that out. So when you're looking at these forks, make sure you look at all the pieces before you just slap them in. So, all right, you wanna try to get these suckers in, Mike?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Yeah, so, all right. So what are we doing here, Mike? We're gonna pack the bearings, right?
Yeah, we're getting a bunch of grease inside here. Preload this with some grease. I'm just gonna get all messy in here, hence the glove. And we'll just push this around.
So you're just packing that grease inside there.
It's
you're just getting that whole cage slimed up.
If you can get your finger to look like that while you're doing it, that's extra points, but it looks pretty good. I got a lot of it in there.
All right, cool.
I think we're good.
All right, and then slap, I can't get the bottom one off, so you're gonna have to squeeze it in there.
Yeah, no problem. Do that in there.
Yeah, I guess it never hurts to have a whole bunch of extra grease, because worst case scenario, it just repels water. All right, so these are the bars that we're gonna be putting on it. We pre-assembled them really quickly. Put the risers on it and got these on so that it all holds it together. The reason we did that is once we get these in, we're gonna be able to slide these down and put it on. It'll be a lot simpler for us. So we're gonna go ahead, get the forks in. Now, we almost made a mistake, but you gotta remember, once you get these in, this guy goes on first. That's what seals. It's like a dust seal that goes right over here on your cap. You get that on, then you put your triples and handlebars on top of that. So we're gonna go ahead and get this guy in there. You ready?
Alley-oop.
All right. It looks like we could actually move the forks up and down. So right now,
I would say that, yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
So I guess we'll see later on if I need to figure out the bike's rake and stuff. I can, or if I want more aggressive turning.
That's what I'm saying.
If I really want to set it up for the track, we got it. So here's something that maybe you guys didn't know, and I'll show you. I'll do some B-roll. These forks have all the adjustments. These forks have more adjustments than my BMW. They have, I mean, it looks like you have rebound compression. You have another one down here, dampening. I think it's a full course meal of adjustment. So I don't know, if there is a mini bike class, this thing's gonna be ready. Yeah. So the next thing we gotta do is we're gonna have to disassemble the headlight unit. There's a bracket on the headlight unit that goes into here. And now that I think about it, we did make a mistake, because I'm gonna have to take these off to put the bracket underneath them. So the bracket goes here to here.
Do one at a time and not have to tear our setup down.
That's fine. All right, so we're gonna handle that. So we're gonna have to get the bracket off the old unit. Once we get the bracket off, we'll go ahead and we'll get the headlight on, mock things up, make sure it's in good positions and stuff, then put it in, and we'll see how it goes. So Mike figured this out. It's kind of cool. So we weren't sure how we were going to get the headlight mount because there's no brackets or anything on here. Fortunately, on the old one, the bracket that holds this piece on bolts off, and then this guy bolts off underneath here. You can take it off, and this does actually have the mounting points down here. So we should be able to transfer the headlight. I think we're just gonna have to disassemble some stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and get this stuff off of here. He's gonna take that off of there, and then we're gonna try to get the headlight assembly back up on here. All right, so after a whole bunch of off-camera work, we had to figure out some bracketry and things like that from the old one. So Mike was cool enough, we ripped this little guy off the old headset. We gotta take these guys back off. It fits underneath here. I went ahead and modified this bracket. We got that on there, and that's what holds the headlight bucket onto the thing. So we're gonna go ahead and take this off, get this bracket underneath there, get that whole bracket assembly on there, and that'll give us a place to put the headlight on, and we're one step further to getting this sucker done. All right, so after realizing that we had to get this bracket off the old thing, after realizing that we didn't have the right size bolts, and we went and got some bolts, we're not ready to maybe put this thing together.
I'm feeling good about it.
So this is the bracket off the old one. This is what's gonna come through and hold the bracket that holds the headlight assembly on. We had to take these off because this bracket fits underneath those guys. We're using a couple of shims to put it underneath there, put it all together and make it tight. So that's what we've been doing, and that's what we're doing right now. And we'll see if we can get this guy on here. It's an old school trick. If you ever have to have bolts get held in place, but you don't want to put something there, just put a little bit of grease. It'll hold them enough that you can push it up and then get the bolts through. So here, just give me a lither bit on.
Slathery.
Top of there. Top of there. Perfect. And then this guy goes there. Oh, look at that, cohesion.
It's like welding with butter.
It is. There we go. Okay. So now I should be able to put this up and inside. Haha, look at that. Look at that. It's like we knew what we were doing.
All right, parking my brush. All right.
Oh, look at that. Unbelievable. All right. We'll just start spinning it a little bit here. Get a couple of threads. Ah.
Here, I'll do this one.
All right, you do that one, I'll do this one. Yeah, there we go. So what is it now? Now it's a 15. We upped it.
Bigger is better.
Bigger is better. Actually, these are grade 10 too, so
We're gonna need that.
they should handle more wheelies.
Where we're going.
When all 12 horsepower hits, we'll be able to control it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fierce. Horsepower doesn't care about gravity. Wait,
Sorry, hold on, push that in the corner. Ah, there we go.
38 pounds.
That's about 2 Dugga-Duggas.
Yeah. Okay.
And then,
You're in the zone. That Loctite will be your friend.
Yeah, and then make sure. Yeah, ain't going anywhere. All right.
In here.
All right, now we got this bottom bracket on here, the top bracket. So hopefully this assembly should go down into here as such. And, oh, look at that.
Lordy.
And fit right there. All right, we need the 2 bolts. Where are they at?
Are you using the black ones?
Not for those. These guys, I think, are these.
Oh, okay. Old school JDM.
Yeah.
Cool. Got the calibrated wrist.
Okay, so just to go over and recap, we got the forks on. The big thing that we kind of had to make some bracketry for and get some parts for was this bracket, which holds the headlight on. Didn't quite fit, so we had to do some fun things, got it to fit. All right, well, let's get that part because I can't think of what else we need to do. Let's probably start to fit that in, and then maybe the front wheel, and we'll call it a day. All right, we're gonna do that. All right, get the headlight in. What you're gonna wanna do is take the internals out of the front because these little bolts will fall out, et cetera, et cetera. Just so you guys understand what we were talking about, you can see these 2 rails here, they capture the nut. So if you had the whole thing together and you tried to put this in, these nuts just fall out inside the headlight unit, and then you have nothing to screw into. So you gotta take the front of the headlight out so you could slide that bolt kind of into the 2 grooves and then get the nut in. That's universal for all little Honda trail bikes and stuff like that. So there you go. So we're gonna go ahead and get this guy in there and at least get the front end looking like it's put together. And then after that, we'll get to wiring and stuff, but that might be for another day. All right, I'm gonna get at this. All right, and the cool part about this is it has a completely digital dash. So we're gonna be able to know that everything's working on the bike. We're gonna have an odometer readout, speedometer readout, all that digitally. So that's a big upgrade from what we had before. I guess we could probably put the old front wheel onto this hub and at least get it so that it rolls. So do that and we'll call this a day. All right.
Those are a lot beefier than these.
Yeah.
They gonna clear the fork?
And as far as you know.
Doesn't want to know.
Okay. Yes, that fits. It has at least a millimeter of clearance on both sides.
God.
That's the way we roll around here. All right, this will give you a pretty good idea though of how we're increasing our braking power. So this is the old brake, and then this is the new one. So we should be able to stop quite a bit better now. I'm excited. All right. Wait, how about not the headlight? You might think we're idiots, but it's shipped this way. So I figured it's supposed to be like that. And then you're looking at it and you're like, there's no way that you're gonna get a brake caliper behind that. So after doing some investigations, we're pretty sure that this shipped inverted.
We have to hope.
I think, right?
Or we need another part.
Yeah. It's either inverted or something's broken. So let's invert that. Let's see what happens. What is this thing? Okay, all right.
Just for giggles. I mean, yeah,
There are no instructions.
This one's not even all the way in, so I'm thinking.
Yeah, there are no instructions, man. We're kind of rolling on the fly here, man.
There will be after we're done.
Yeah.
They might be disjointed and irrelevant, but there'll be instructions.
Or maybe there were, and I threw them out. I don't know.
How did you start the fire?
The little scrap of paper that fell out of the box.
That weird, with all that weird writing on it.
Yeah. Okay.
The peanuts were good in this box, though. I like.
Oh yeah, look, it's all painted nice and stuff.
It's got
Yeah.
recesses for the heads.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we're good. We're solid.
And after that.
All right.
Nice.
That looks way better than the stock tire
It almost
already.
looks like the rotor will fit.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. All right, well, let's put this sucker on the bike, see what it looks like.
Nice. Need a 10 mil. Oh man, it's rubber.
That's all right.
No.
Hell yeah. And steel braided line.
What? We're all about the braided steel line here. More
about-
stories. Let's go on the other one. This goes over there.
What the hell? Thank you. I was like, what are you doing?
No, it doesn't. You can't put it on the back. It's gotta go.
No, go ahead. It's the brake, dude. What bikes do you ride?
They're all British. I don't know. You don't want to run it on the inside of the fork enough?
Oh, do we?
That's
yeah,
what
because
I
you don't
do
want.
on-
Yeah, you don't want it to
on-
hang.
on
right?
my guy.
Here, take it. You're good call. Good call. You don't want that hanging on the outside to catch a branch. It's not a bad day. But you know what? Like, think about this. So the clone people that make these bikes, right? One of the reasons that they look so stupid and wimpy is the tires are too small. How much do you think it would cost them just to provide this size tire with it? It instantly makes it cooler. Like instantly. Like that's cooler.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. All right. Well, again, so I have a title for this. It came with the title. So we are going to be putting turn signals on it. We're going to do all the lights, the brake signals, all the things that it's supposed to do. And continue. These are DOT legal tires. So at the end of this, we should have a 80-mile-an-hour road legal CT70.
It's a commuter.
That is so badass looking.
It's fun.
Like just what we did today makes this thing look so cool already. And it's not even like halfway done yet. Oh, all right.